Oh my gosh. This is extraordinary. This is Chaya. She's an Australian Jewish girl. She's 14 years old. And she was at the Bondi Beach massacre when it happened. And she showed extraordinary heroism, which we need to share with the world because it is extraordinary. During the Bondi Beach terrorist attack, as bullets flew, she shielded 2 children with her own body. She was shot in the thigh, but she saved their lives. Have a watch of this extraordinary video of Chaya's courage.
I ran under the bench. I was safe under the bench. And my friend Aliyah was under the pram. She found a pram to shelter her. And it was a few minutes of the shooting and we were all praying and saying Shema, which is one of our prayers that is about unity and about declaring our God as one and saying how much just expressing.
You must have been terrified.
I was, but I channeled that energy into becoming proud. So after a few minutes of the shooting, I looked around and obviously there was horrible sightings. I looked to my side and there was an elderly woman and a woman that was around 25, I could say. And when I looked at them, it was obvious. I could see that the elderly woman was shot in the stomach and the younger one was shot in the head. And it was hard, but I could see them bleeding out and I could see it was very graphic. And I remember hearing them screaming please save my son, please save my son, save the children, save the children. So all that was going through my head was my mission is to save these children and this is God testing me.
You had this message telling you, go save those little kids.
Yeah. I climbed out from under the bench and everyone was screaming get down, save yourself, save yourself. I was like, no, God is next to me. God is telling me, God is with me and I'm doing this. So I climbed out from under the bridge and there was still shots firing and it's I don't care, I'm doing it. Whatever happens is for the good. And if I die saving kids' lives, then that's the best way I would want to die because that's what God wanted from me. And it was really heartbreaking what I saw. They had their mum. I'm not sure if it was a mum, but I know that it was the son's mum. They were covered in blood, head to toe, of the people that they were with.
So she was holding them.
So I grabbed them and I just fully went on top of them. I felt like it was an out of body experience. I felt like I was watching a movie and this was what was happening. So I jumped onto them and I was like a cave to them. I went on top and I just laid on top of them.
She'd been shot in her head. She's holding her children, looking for someone to help them.
Because she couldn't physically roll on top of them, even if she tried, because they were next to her. So when I took them, then I was cleaning their faces and I was telling them that I loved them so much. And I went on them and I felt the impact of the shot and I knew I got shot. And I said, I don't care.
You were shot in your leg and you're still lying protecting these 2 little kids, a 3, 5-year-old. And you must have been in terrible pain.
In that moment, I channeled the pain into strength. I don't know how I did it. I've never practiced doing that in my entire life, but in that moment.
You just finished year 8. You're incredible.
Totally extraordinary. And what this reveals to us, just as we saw the extraordinary heroism of Israelis on October 7th and of the IDF and of the hostages. We just saw Omer Shemtov give the most incredible, extraordinary speech where he said when he was in captivity, he stuck and clung to his faith in God. He would ask God, what can I do for you? We saw other clips of the hostages lighting Hanukkah candles and they were later to be murdered. Where has all this come from? This extraordinary strength. It's unbelievable. We thought that the spiritual, moral greatness and resilience of Jews and the martyrs is something of the past, of prior generations, of our grandparents. I think there was a status or a hashtag that went round in Israel after October 7th saying we're as great as 48, the generation of 1948. Yeah. It has been remarkable to see how the faith, the godliness of every single Jew, who you might not expect it from, even from a 14-year-old girl, is being revealed to us. And that doesn't happen by accident. That happens because something's been built up in the Jewish soul over thousands of years of commitment and loyalty to our God, to our Torah, to our people, to truth. it also reveals to us something remarkable within the Jewish soul and their utter loyalty and stubbornness towards God. You know, God refers to the Jewish people as a stiff-necked people, and some people use that as a way to attack Jews. They say, you see, you're so stubborn, you didn't follow God. Well, actually, the stubbornness of the Jewish people, the stiff-neckedness of the Jewish people is something that is part of why God chooses the Jews and loves the Jews. Yeah, we can be stubborn in the sense that we're not easily seduced into service of God at the start of our journey with Him. But that stubbornness is just as much a blessing, because it means that once we really get into commitment in that relationship, we're not going anywhere. We are stubborn in our loyalty to God. Even when, after 2,000 years of exile, it might not always be at the surface of our life. You just go a little bit beneath the surface. Once we're able to cut out all the noise, you see it's there. And it's absolutely remarkable and miraculous to see. As much as we can look back on Jewish history and think about all the miracles, I think one of the greatest miracles of all is us. The fact that after 2,000 years of suffering and persecution, for being Jews, the fact that this girl here is targeted for being Jews, we don't give up on our identity, we don't give up on our God. Even Holocaust survivors, they double down on their Jewish pride. Stiff-necked, eh? It's a beautiful thing. It's incredible. Now, before you go, just a quick message for you. Every single day, we're churning out videos on JTV to inspire people to replace anti-Semitism with pro-Semitism. How about that, rather than just fighting all the hatred? And we're busting the myths about Israel and Jews, shine the light of Jewish ideas and Jewish values and Jewish people, like this incredible girl here. But we don't have a big foundation or big donor that supports what we do. We rely on you, the viewer, your support and partnership. So I'm asking if you would consider clicking on the link below in the video description and donating to our campaign to help us reach even more people than ever before. We'd be so grateful for any support you're able to give us in helping us reach more and more people. And to give you a bit of an idea of what we're doing, what we're trying to do, and why we need these funds, have a watch of this video, which explains everything we're doing. I think you'll really enjoy it. And thank you so much if you're able to contribute in any way at all.
On JTV, the global Jewish channel with a host named Ali.
Well, when even she's talking about you, you know you're having an impact. Thanks for the promo, Candice.
When I launched JTV, the mission was simple: to bring Jewish ideas to the world, intelligently, creatively, proudly. But I never realised just how critical that mission would become today. Because let's be honest, look at the world right now. Anti-Semitic voices aren't just coming from one place anymore. They're rising from the left and the right, online and offline, from influencers to institutions. That makes voices like ours more crucial than ever. When the noise gets louder, the Jewish voice needs to get stronger. And that's exactly why JTV exists. And look how far we've come. Because of your support, JTV has grown in extraordinary ways. Our videos now reach millions across continents with clear, honest, original content at a time when the world needs clarity more than ever. Whether it's telling the uncompromising truth about Israel or the incredible depth and wisdom of Jewish ideas, we've brought you exclusive interviews with leading thinkers, creators, and voices shaping the Jewish and Israel conversation today. And in addition to our new members streaming platform, we've produced powerful documentaries that are freely available on our YouTube channel for everyone to watch, exploring the challenges and triumphs of the Jewish story. And the best part? We're not just talking to an echo chamber. Our audience is made up of Jews and non-Jews in equal measure, of all ages and backgrounds. You've watched us grow, video by video, story by story, but this is just the beginning. Now JTV is ready for its next leap forward, to scale our content, expand our reach, and bring thoughtful and inspiring Jewish media to an even wider global audience. And this is where you come in. Your support fuels everything: the research, the cameras, the creativity, the deeper investigations, the editing, the more high-profile interviews, and the bold ideas that inspire pride, wisdom, and truth. Every viewer matters, every story counts, and every donation helps JTV grow, not just in numbers, but in global impact. So if you've ever appreciated one of our videos, if JTV has ever informed you, inspired you, or helped you help others, Please help us grow by clicking the link in the video description and donating to our campaign fundraiser. With your help, you won't just watch us grow, you'll help us grow even higher. Thank you, and keep watching us grow.